Welcome to the Business Buyer Diaries. My name is Nathan Platter. I'm a full-time employee, and I bought a business. I did everything right, from finding the deal, handling all the due diligence on 63 opportunities, and ultimately bought a profitable gym. And boy was I in for a big surprise as a new owner. I chronicled everything in real time, including the biggest wins to the stressful nights at 2 a.m. I'm sharing my journey without sugarcoating anything, so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Here's today's episode. So kind of a funny observation today. I'm heading back home from the studio. I wasn't planning to do 2 recordings today, but I had to print off some photos at Walgreens for the board. Whenever we have new 10-week challengers, we print off their photos. We do a couple photos. One, we take a photo with their name written on the board, so we know who they are right away. We also have a shirtless photo. Girls obviously have a sports bra on, or whatever they're comfortable with, or whatever guys are comfortable with as well. And then we do that, and we save that for the before and after photos that only they get to see. But anyhow, as I was buying the photos are cheap. They're like $4, $5. And as I was checking out, my order was like $1.80, or like $1.30 or something. It was dirt cheap. And I just asked the guy, like, hey, like, I see here it's asked me to donate like $1, $5, $10, but then there's the roundup. Does anyone actually like donate? Like, I don't know if it makes me a bad person, but I'm not donating today. But like, how often do people donate? Like, does that actually work? And she said, oh man, you'd be surprised. Credit cards, not really. But people who pay cash, every time. People always round up because they don't want the coins jingling in their pocket, and it's a hassle for them to get the change, and people don't want to carry the change. So I said, no way, that's crazy. So yeah, it's almost like like every time. And I just stopped and made me realize just here, it's the same offer, it's the same request, they get the same amount of money, like between like what, 5 cents and 90 cents roughly, like per instance. So it's not like they're changing their pricing, they're asking it the exact same way. But the people who say yes are the people that have cash, and the people that always say no always have cards. So all that matters is your customer. The offer is the same, but the customer and a situation they're in, change is normally nice, but if you're carrying it, it's a hassle. It's a pain point. And so it's just wild to me. Like, the only thing that changes is one thing. Like, one little thing. And you're not changing how you ask it, you're not changing what you say, you're not changing your delivery, but the person and their state of mind and how they're interacting are likely to say yes or no. And so that was just a relief to me and an eye-opener. I could be doing the same thing, doing the same ads, running the same challenges with the same staff, and the results could be different, but it's because my customer is different. And I don't know why, it just landed really differently with me today. And so that's something I'm going to carry with me. To not change my delivery, to not read into the data if I'm doing something wrong, or if I need to change what I'm doing, but maybe it's who I'm talking to and it's who I'm talking to and the environment they're in. And I'm having a great delivery, a great message. It's probably statistically nailed down to a T, but it's just the customer and the state of mind that they're in. And I don't know why, but it was just a mind-blowing thing. So I'll stop there. Today's nice and short. That's where we're at. That's where we're going. I'm going to have a great message with the right people listening to that message. That's where we're at. That's where we're going. Let's rock and roll. This has been another episode of the Business Buyer Diaries. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. I hope you're realizing that business ownership is no cakewalk. Check the podcast notes for a link to the DIY due diligence program, the complete list of show sponsors, and for media inquiries. Music written and composed by Wes Schrock. I'm your host, Nathan Platter. Join me again on the next one.